Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Swiss chocolate run here. And we are just dropping off some slurry over at our new biogas plant over here. Figured we got a decent amount of cows. We might as well make use of their, their byproducts. Plus, I just wanted to see how the biogas thing worked. Figured it'd be worth a shot. Try it out, mess around with it a little bit. We'll still be able to get some digestate from it, so that'll still give us something to fertilize with if we choose, but at a bit of a reduction, of course. Let's see, how much more can you hold? You can hold a tiny bit more slurry, a tiny bit more manure. I don't remember. Did I ever set a manure pit up for the second cows? Don't think I did I? I should probably get one of those set up. Is there any way for us to dump this back in there at all? I don't think there is there? We'll just have to use this to fertilize at some point. Ideally, once we get done fertilizing with that, we'll just sell that thing off and be done with it. All right, that's going. Let's drop you off. Grass is mowed. It's only the first round. We will do a couple more rounds before we gather that up. Let's just park you over here for now. Do we need any milk dropped off anywhere? Let's see. Cheese will be okay for just a little bit longer. Chocolate will definitely be okay for a bit longer. So we will need more milk, but not immediately. We can probably wait till next month. I do need some straw, though. Do we have enough? We're going to be able to drop off this food to be able to pick up some straw. Let's see. Neither one of them really needs any food right now. We may have to wait till next month to drop off straw. No. Oh yeah, there's no way this is all going to fit. So we'll just wait till next month for that. I can unhook you for now. Well, whatever. We'll leave you here so you can unhook both of those. Guess we need to go there so we can get out. I guess that's going to be it for today then, right? Cows aren't ready to, well, we're actually about to get some cows reproducing, right? Except for the fact that we are full, right? So we have the full 45. So really what the trigger point for us selling cows will be when the 21-month-olds, these right here, and these down here at the bottom, when these get ready to reproduce, that will be when we sell these at the top, because then we'll just get some cows right away, right? So that should be fine. And these will be 12 months by then. So we'll always have 30 cows producing milk in each of our pens. So that'll work out very well. I don't think there's anything else for us to do right now. Like I said, chocolate's fine. Cheese looks fine. I think we're good. Let me just pay off as much of the loan as we can. Oh, I know what we need to do. We do need to build our other manure pit. Thankfully, it's pretty cheap. We'll just stick it over here. Same approximate spot as over there on the other side. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll do it differently. I can always stick it back here. If that tree wasn't in the way. I mean, this is mostly okay, except it's going to be a little hard to get the milk. That's the only reason why I'm not doing it there. Maybe I'll just do it over here on this side of things. Should still be able to work over there and get to the slurry without too much trouble. Let me just make sure I'm lined up properly. Is that like really inside the cow? No, that should be fine, right? Right up against the cow pen. All right, we'll go with that. Get us plenty more manure, hopefully, and that will be good. So let's go ahead and, like I said, now we can pay off some loan, and we will fast forward. March. Okay, sorry, I gotta remind myself when the next time we have to sell something is. Not until September, which will be actually not even then. January is literally our only time to sell stuff. So, well, then we'll go with it. Should still make a little bit of money month over month because of the electricity we're producing, both from the windmill as well as the biogas. So we'll see if we've gone up at all. We might still be under because of how much we're paying in interest, but as we pay off more and more of that interest, or more and more of that loan, we will balance things out. Actually, look at that. I think we had $350 and we're only down negative 28. That's not bad. That's not bad to only lose $400 since last month. I will take that. Now, how much of this biogas stuff did it use up? Or do we still have quite a bit? Did use up most of the manure. Did not use up much of the slurry, though. We still got plenty of slurry. I have a feeling we'll run out of manure long before we are... we'll run out of manure before we're... What am I trying to say? We're going to get empty on manure. The cows are not going to produce enough manure is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes words are hard, guys. I got to apologize for that. But we do have quite a bit left over here. We got some more. And we're obviously making more now that we have the second cow pen. So that will help things out. We obviously need to keep it stocked up on straw as much as we can. Which, easier said than done. All right, that's enough for that one. We'll drop the rest off with the other one, and then we will get us some straw. So we should have a little bit of manure over here now. And we do. Tiny bit. Actually, while I'm doing this, let's get you unhooked. Go pick up our fertilizer. Wherever we left that. Oh, I know where it is. Yeah. It's over here by the silage and the barn. Because we need to fertilize our grass. Which we did not roll, right? And should be growing. It is growing. Okay, cool. So rolling is not necessary. We can go ahead and sell our roller if we decide. Save us a little bit of money there as well. I mean, seeing as we only lost, what, 300 some odd bucks, 400 some odd bucks since last month, that really puts a lot more value on paying off as much of the loan as we can, because we're not that far away from being able to be making money month over month. And honestly, we might even be able to make money now based on how much the wind power is obviously a variable. So that's going to be one that will go up and down month to month. In fact, how much did we get last month? We got it quite a bit. 4,667 is a pretty good amount of money. So we want to borrow some money just so we can get you rolling while I take care of the rest of the stuff. You've got to go get some straw. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with our little farm here. I'm actually kind of digging this. This is a decent little setup. Still got a decent amount of straw left. And we're going to try and use as little as possible for the TMR. If any. Honestly, we might... I know I'm using some of my other save because we've got enough... What am I trying to say? We got enough straw production from the barley that we're making that it makes it okay for me to use a little bit of it for the TMR. On this save, we're not intentionally producing any sort of grain crop at all. So we probably want to make sure the straw lasts as long as possible, whereas we're just continuing to do grass, which means we may want to just not use any straw in our TMR. I can't remember if you need a splash or not. I mean, I know we've talked about it, but I don't think you need any. We'll double check here in a bit. How much manure did you guys produce since yesterday? 7,000? Okay. I mean, I was wrong. If we produced 7,000 with one set of cows, and I think this thing, we only used up like about half of this. Maybe a little bit more than half, so we might have used 10,000 liters. No, we're making more manure than we're using still. So that's really good. I was wrong. Which biogas plant did I end up taking? I can't remember now. The 250. So that's not even the big one, right? There's one smaller that's 99, and there's one that's bigger that's what, 500, correct? So yeah, we did the one in the middle here. There's a 500, and of course there's like I'm probably on the map. Does this map have one as well? I know the American map does for sure. How big is this one? Let's visit for a second. How do I see how big you are? Maybe, where's the buy point? Where is the buy point? Oh, there, it's over here. Oh, this is a small one. 479.76. Is that basically it must be just a little 99 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt one basically. Huh. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, I didn't want to come all the way over here, so I intentionally did not want to buy the one on the map. If it was closer to our farm, then yeah, I totally would have bought that one because it's cool. I like the way it's laid out, but did not want to drive all the way over there. We'll be competing electric companies because we've got the windmill and the poop electricity. Poopatricity. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was wrong. What I really need to do is determine how much silage we're using per month. Because silage we can also turn into electricity as well. If I feel like that's a good way to make some extra money. So, which the best way to find out how much silage we're using is to see how much food we're using per month. So let me get it filled up this month. I'll write it down and we'll get exact numbers of how much we actually use month over month. Let me go ahead and, speaking of silage, let me go ahead and get some silage. Do I want to do 50-50 or do I want to do less than that? I mean, silage is just easier to make than grass, or than the hay, I should say. So I think we want to use less hay. So I think we want to go basically 3/4, maybe probably 2/3 silage and 1/3 hay. So we're going to go up to, I guess, 66% maybe. Which I guess in a way, this silage is worth a lot more money than it was before because we could turn it into electricity. But again, it's still easier to make, which is why even if we are going to want to use some of it for electricity, I'm still okay with the idea of making that the bulk of our TMR. Okay, so it is officially TMR right now. We could put a splash of straw in there, like I said before. But no, I think we're going to go ahead and just keep doing what we're doing. Just to do a double food, or 2 types of food TMR. All right, I know you got some cleanup to get done. Why is that not triggering? What did I do? Why are you not triggering? Did I fill you up and just not think about it? Oh, I did. Ha! What did... Oh, I had some to beginning with, didn't I? I had some here and then I dropped 2,000. I'm going to be all right, guys. I promise. I will be okay. Like, what am I losing my mind? And I am. That is exactly what's happening. So 33,750 liters is how much they start with. 33,750. I mean, obviously we're a little bit past 8 o'clock and I'm going to fast forward to 8 o'clock, but it's close enough that it should not make that much difference. And we'll see how much they'll use, and we'll factor in the fact that it's going to be approximately 2/3 of that will be silage going forward, and we'll see what that looks like. So that is both straw and silage filled up, correct? That is both straw and silage, yes. Good. We can also take the milk if we wanted to, which is probably a really good idea because the cheese will definitely need some milk right now. Chocolate still, well, I mean, it's getting a little bit low, but it's mostly okay. Let's go ahead and drop some off for the cheese first. Actually, before I do that, let me grab you and get you to go over to the next field. I don't know why. I'm really enjoying this particular save. This one's a lot of fun. I like the animals and stuff because I think it just adds a little bit of extra variety to it. So for sure, definitely enjoying this one. There's still some animals that I would like to do in some saves that we have not done yet. We have not done sheep. We have not done pigs. We haven't done horses. Horses are their own beast, quite literally. But you know what I mean. Like they definitely have they're definitely unique. You're supposed to be able to, supposed to take them out exercising, stuff like that to get them to increase in value. We've obviously done chickens. Chickens is one of those things though that as long as we're going to be growing grain anyway, we will probably do more chickens again in the future because they're an easy one to just set and forget type of thing. We're doing chickens on our other save. We've also done them on the French save. Bees, I probably won't bother with bees unless we specifically need the honey or we specifically are like doing canola or something like that for some reason. Canola, sunflowers, and I don't remember the other one. There's one other that gets a boost of productivity if you have a beehive nearby because they get pollinated. But yeah, I probably won't do the bees unless we do one of those crops. The problem with bees, I actually have no problem with the bees. In theory, the honey output is annoying because it's like a single drop off. But thankfully there is an internal storage, so it's not like you lose any. It's just a little bit annoying that it doesn't just all spit out at the same time and like have have more pallets laying out there for you to be able to just kind of collect, you know, at the same time. You have to kind of sit there and wait for them. Not a huge deal. And there might be a mod that gives you a bigger bee drop off that I can look for that would make things a lot easier. All right, so you're just gonna randomly go do this field too. I mean, I do want you to do this field, but why didn't you do that with the first? Like, you're confusing me, buddy. I love that we're getting just about as much productivity from our... In fact, we're getting, yeah, almost exactly the same amount of productivity from our windmill. Our one windmill is as productive as this whole monstrosity. Now, again, granted, this is not a very big one, but it's just kind of funny. Let's see here. What else do we need to do today? We're fertilizing the grass. We don't need to do anything else with the grass. We're dropping off the milk now. You're being weird, but okay. Milk is here. Let's get this dropped off. Cheese is looking okay. Will we get to a point where we have enough milk to do butter as well? I have not been mathing that out, to be perfectly honest. But I guess I could real quick. So this one, the first number I wrote down is TMR. And I know we could do the math on how much the plants or these things consume, right? We know that math, but we don't know the math of the milk. And just for giggles, I'm going to go ahead and write these numbers down as well. So we're at 19,945 is milk. Cheese. And then we have, oh, wrong one, 18,115 is milk. Cocoa. Chocolates. And we'll see if those numbers match up with what we expect and if we're actually getting a gain of milk. And then we can determine a better trigger point for when we can turn on butter, if at all. Oh, come on. You can make this turn. There you go. Yep, excuse me. Just coming through. Just driving the wrong way. That's what I do. I own the city. I drive wherever I want to drive. All right. Milk is done. Dropped off. Once we get the fertilizing done, I guess we're good to go, right? We're not doing anything with the cows. Cows are not ready to sell yet. We're going to use these 22-month-old cows as our trigger point for that, which will be, I guess, when they're 27 months old. This guy decided to come up here and fertilize for some weird reason, because I guess he wanted to fertilize our neighbor's field. I mean, I get being neighborly and all that, but let's not get too crazy with that. Oh, no, leave the dolly. Alrighty, that's good. Let's finish up the fertilizing and we can fast forward. So obviously this field's a lot smaller than it was before. But still going to get us, you know, still worth getting mowed up and getting some grass from it. So I'm not too worried about it. Guess I should have, I don't know, done something with the rest of that field so it didn't count as a field anymore. How are we looking on all this stuff? Looking okay. pH is looking mostly okay. All right. Done and done. And actually, that's going to be basically a trigger point for us to... Well, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and fast forward. And we're going to check the numbers. And then we'll take care of stuff. I usually end on a fast forward moment, but I think it's okay to fast forward now because I'm kind of curious about the numbers and might as well not leave you guys hanging. Alrighty, come on. so we used up 15,732 on this one, 15,732, and the cheese is 16,370, which is a difference of 3,600, a little bit less than 3,600 on the cheese, and a little bit less than, we'll call it 3,400. No, that's not right. 2,400 on the cocoa. And does that match what we would expect? 3,600, yes, and 2,400. So, okay, just making sure those numbers are correct. Sometimes I have seen some weird numbers. That's the reason I wanted to double check, because I have seen some things that didn't quite math out. And then we are getting 9,000 liters of milk with 30 cows producing milk, because we only have the 29-month and the 23-month. We will have some extra milk for a few months, but then we're going to sell some cows and start kind of the process over. But at no time will we have less than 30 cows making milk at any given time, because they produce milk at 12 months. They don't reproduce until 18 months. That's kind of how that works. So we do have a cushion right now of 3, 4, 5, 6,000. So we have a cushion of 3,000 liters, right? Extra. And our cheese, or our butter, sorry, would be 480 times 15. I should know this just from heart, but that's okay. Actually, I should. My brain is... We're going to go through the math anyway, because I don't want to have to think today. 7,200. So we are 1,200 liters of milk. I'm sorry, more than that. We're only getting a 3,000 cushion. If we had all 90 cows producing milk, instead of 9,000 liters of milk, we would get... an extra 50%, so we'd get 13,500, which would give us an extra, we would have 7,500 liters of milk. So 90 cows is enough milk to keep all 3 of those things completely supplied if we wanted to go that route. Okay, so there's that number. So let's just, and now we can still do some butter and cheese, right? We can still turn on the butter and cheese, and then just every once in a while they just won't have enough, right? And then that's fine. Although at the same time, we will still be producing a little bit more than 9,000 per month, because a few months out of the year, when we get cows old enough, every year, well, for a few months, we'll have a little bit extra milk. But let's just say we don't get extra milk from that right now. We're just going to pretend for a second, because I'm actually going to try and figure out some math for a moment here. So we've got a 3,000 liter of milk buffer, and I know I'm over my time, but I'm just going to try to do this quickly here. If we... I'm going to do this math offline, and I will leave you guys cliffhanging on that. I'm going to redo the math on whether or not it is worth selling the cows, or if we should turn that into butter, and we will find that out next time. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.